I mean, Nath's just sort of there, standing there, thinking for a second. I don't think he can actually think of any. Goddamn lawful good types.
So who's taking her up on it? Kelian's out of there. Kelian's gone.
I'll take her up on it. I got a good one.
All right.
Kelian values.
This offer isn't extended to Riot, right?
Not extended to Riot, no.
Okay, yeah. Then Riot leaves with Kelian.
Information is power, and the last thing we want is a fucking pit fiend to have this kind of information on us. Absolutely no deal. Or whatever block is.
What about Nath?
Nath actually can't think of anything.
Liberation's kind of in the same boat.
I mean, for purposes of this exchange, you can imagine that there's definitely something. I mean, Nath and Liberation both are, if nothing else, are privy to a lot of faction secrets that you would know.
What
Like,
faction?
Nath, you know a lot of just, like, juicy gossip and thing from back on your home world. Liberation, you know a lot of monk things. Like, for purposes of this, it doesn't really matter what the secret is. What's important is that you're trading it to her.
Yeah.
Although Mahogany is dying to tell us what his is.
Oh, I got a good one.
So you have the map, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you tell her?
I make sure that Liberation and
No, she
Nath
beckons you forward and leans in
What?
real close so you can whisper into her ear.
and I point at Kelian and I say, I took 5,000 of his gold.
And she thinks that is just delicious. She loves having heard that. So where on the map, like which individual room do you want to see if she knows the name of?
We might need to know it fast, so I'm gonna go with Center Seal.
The center seal?
Yeah.
That one you already know the name of.
Oh, so that's the name, is A Celebration in Sunlight?
Yes, that's a silver door, and it was written in text that you can understand.
Right. Okay, let's go with My Body.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see if she knows that one. She does, in fact. Bear with me 1 second. She tells you the name of that room is a shell of what once was.
Alright, cool. So we can just come up with something suitably ominous for each of these rooms and just, like, hope. Just make guesses.
Do you tell her that? Or is that just thinking out loud?
Oh, Mahogany thinks out loud constantly. So yeah, he says that out loud.
She says that if you were to guess the names of these rooms at the door, standing outside of them, you had better guess correctly, or the master will have great enjoyment of what happens next. A word
And
of caution, my
Mahogany
love.
nods and looks at her and says, I'm a very good guesser.
Liberation, are you taking her up on it?
Liberation snaps his fingers and then says, yes.
What do you tell her?
He leans in and gives her the names of 5 or 6 different houses of nobility in Sigil that all have links to the slave trade out of the city of Brass.
Now, is that something that only you know?
As far as I know, that's the information that he got from Duke Darkwood directly from him way
Well,
back when.
I guess then, yeah, you would be the only one who know it, because
Yeah.
that fucker gone!
Yeah.
Like, all 6 of them, or however many there were.
Yeah.
So
We
what-
don't know that. There might be a couple of them hanging around somewhere.
And she enjoys hearing the names of these people. You just see the pleasure in her eyes as she just drinks in this information. And she says, she whispers at you, so only you can hear, that she'll help you with whatever room that she can. But there are two doors separating, two golden doors that need to be opened to get to the room that your friend asked for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing I'm looking at this. Look at this sketched map. There's the one to the west of Center Seal, and then there's one actually in my body.
So we've got one.
If somebody has a link, can you post that into the Twitch chat so people can
I'll do
see
that.
it if they want? Thank you.
I'm looking at it right now. It's the one west of Center Seal that we don't have yet.
Yep, you have the one that says my body though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The west door of Center Seal.
Okay, and she does know that one as well. That room is called Hard-Won Prizes.
Hard-Won Prizes, nice. Rishan thanks her.
And then Nath, what do you tell her?
Is Nath on mute? Or can you just not think of anything?
So Nath is going to tell her the spatial coordinates and wild space of that Illithid ship we destroyed salvage. Because I don't think anyone else who was there can teleport and would be able to relationally be able to describe it.
And she says there's nothing quite like erasing an incredibly wicked and evil brain from the fabric of the multiverse.
And to that point, I would like the name for, I believe it's the Heat, 2 south of Center Seal?
The heart?
Oh, do I need to go through the one south of Center Seal to get to the heart? That's the one, and then there's the silver to Komodo, right? That's my
correct.
best read on this.
Yes.
So yeah, I would like the one for, I believe that's going to be the heart, but the door south of Center Seal.
Unfortunately, she doesn't know the name of the room beyond that door to the south of the Center Seal. She does know the name of the room just to the side of that after you get through that door.
And it doesn't get me any closer to the fucking Illithid, so I don't think I care about that. Let's go with the one after Motion Issue.
Matsu Henshin?
Mancha Henshin, yep.
Okay. She tells you that that wing of the complex is Matsu Henshin's domain. That he would have a great amount of information of those rooms. And she motions to Riot, standing at the end of the hallway. Apparently one of your number is up to the challenge of cracking that nut.
So she doesn't know that one either.
She doesn't know it.
Let's go with mirrors.
Okay. What number is that?
67.
Close. It's actually 37. She tells you that that room is called a Garden of the Mind.
Damn, a really good guesser.
She asks if you have much intention on heading that way. You have to pass through her room down those stairs to get there.
Not immediately, but it seemed like the most useful potential place if the first thing we're going to try here doesn't pan out.
She says if you were to walk down the stairs beyond her room, you would come to a silver door, beyond which rests Destinlock's seneschal. If you were able to extract permission from the seneschal, she would be obligated to let you pass through this room with your weapons. But she would be derelict in her duty if she let more than one or two of you go past. And what's next?
I mean, Nath will thank her and then start moving back. Like, I'm pretty sure from his perspective, next thing to do is go to my body.
And she says that the pleasure has been all hers. And as you all rejoin Riot and Zook and the magical darkness and Kelian,
Right, who's almost finished retuning her guitar from Mahogany had his way with it.
That's gonna take an entire long rest. I mean, 5 minutes with Mahogany.
5 minutes of Mahogany will untune anything.
How do you untune an oboe?
Keep your hands off my plane shift forks.
He's like, oh, there's spoons now. Sorry.
All right. So do we head to? Straight toward my body then?
Let's head to where we're going.
Well, you can't go through that door. It's closed.
Oh, right. Thaumaturge, is it open?
You can't. It's locked.
Oh.
You need someone to pick the lock, and you need someone to make a strength check to hold it open.
Okay. I think the strength check actually might be Riot, because I think she's the strongest person
That's
here.
probably true.
So you said the walls were magic?
The walls are radiating magic, yes.
What about the floors?
You can assume the walls, floors, and ceilings, yes.
Everything's magic as hell. Okay, got it.
Hey, Nick, what's Riot's strength score?
It's +1, but I get to add another +3 to the check.
Of course she does. All right. Look to Kelian and Zook. Which one of you wants to take a crack at opening this thing again?
Zook says he already opened this door once. Looks at Kelian.
Fine.
I mean, Kelian, that's only fair.
I'm theoretically proficient in these tools, too.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We'll see how this goes.
Right, go ahead and make that strength check.
Okay. Does Liberation want to give me some guidance here?
Sure, take a d4.
Cool.
That is a 21.
Okay, so you managed to get the door unlocked. How'd that strength check go?
We're looking at 14.
14. So, you managed to thaumaturgy the door open, throw it aside. But this time you don't manage to catch it and hold it. The door slams shut through your grip.
I can put some juice on that roll if I need to.
Yeah, you failed the roll, so if you want to juice it, now's the time.
Juice that roll.
Yeah, boy. Let's make that a 26.
Okay, no problem. Not like the pulpy kind. Like, you guys like pulp in your juice? Like, it's gross, right? It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
No,
On the way through, after Riot's going to let it shut, I toss a climbing python in there so the whole thing can't shut all the way.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love pulp in my juice. I love it.
So when you say you toss a climbing python in there, like what exactly?
I mean,
are you
I
doing? You just
place
throw it
one
behind
in
you?
there.
Okay. But I mean, when you place it, are you trying to like wedge the door against
Essentially,
the wall?
my understanding was when it was being opened up, it was being pushed to the side into the wall.
Yes.
So I'm placing it such that if it slams back out of the wall, there's a metal pole there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it'll still have to be held open, but it can't be relock at least.
That's my goal.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to get on the other side of the store then, please?
Oh yeah, sorry. I went through. I said physically that I went through, but I didn't actually move my freaking token.
So who's taking
All right.
point here?
I'll take point.
Okay.
I forget to move my token whenever we're doing things that are more role-playing-y.
Stop. And roll initiative.
Oh, I'd love to.
Would you really?
I'm really good at it.
Are you?
Are you? Yeah. He's a cipher. That's like the cipher's wheelhouse.
Riot.
17.
Kelian.
19.
Oh. Liberation.
21.
Oh. Nath.
Nath acts at 7.
Oh, not climbing that ladder anymore. It's too bad. And Mahogany.
I act at 9.
And Zook.
Zook acts on a 7.
On a 7. So you guys climb up the stairs. You start hearing from inside the room with the amplified sound what sounds like millions of insects scuttling across the ground. And when you turn to look back down the stairs, you see some number of these little tiny naked slimy men's scuttling through the door that's still open. From where you're standing...
Wait, this door's open?
This door back here that he wedged open.
The one I wedged open.
Oh, ha!
You see 2 of them peering through the door. Liberation, you're up. I mean, Zook calls a warning up the stairs as well, so nobody's caught flat-footed.
No, that's from 3rd edition. You're thinking of Surprised.
50 feet will get me all the way back down there.
Okay.
And crack, crack. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
How does a 19 do?
19 will do it. You just kill one of these little guys?
Yep. Crack 1. Extra attack. Hit the other one.
I'll give you 1 through the door, because remember, it's only wedged
Okay.
partly open. You aren't able to move through the door without pushing it open. There's not enough space.
Okay. I do have a bonus. I do have a bonus action. Could I kick that Python out
Sure.
of the way? Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, make a strength check.
Okay. Hiya. 16.
All right. How much damage should I give him for his ankle getting caught in the door? No, you kick the climbing gear out of the way, and the door slams shut behind you. And you hear some frantic skittering noises on the other side, but then they die away.
Liberation
I don't
turns on the
kick your
heel.
stuff.
And then he comes back up the stairs.
I just solved the problem.
Good job. Let's maybe not hold any doors open again.
Or at least
Yes.
not the ones with horrible shadows behind them.
Yes, good.
I think from what Edwina said, they're all going to have horrible shadows behind them.
Then there's no harm in holding them open. That's just math.
That doesn't make any sense.
Think about it.
I
I'm
did.
not sure which side necessarily constitutes being behind a door at this point.
Well, they're on that side, and we're on this side, and then the door closed, and they couldn't get to us. So that's math.
Mahogany looks over at Nath questioningly. Is that math?
Nath nods.
So what's good with this door? It looks identical to the one that you've opened. It just has a different name on it. Celebration in Sunlight.
I think Kelian's up.
All right.
Are you and Zook taking turns with these?
I'll go ahead and put a guidance on Kelian.
Whatever. I'm better than Zook.
Tell you what. Once Riot's able to get the door open, can I aid her in holding the door open? Give her advantage.
10-foot door.
Yeah, I'll let you make. Yeah, if you want to aid her,
Okay, I'll just roll
Pretty
that with advantage.
you're only going to be able to do this if she uses thaumaturgy to open it to begin with, because otherwise you need 2 people standing where Kelian is to get in at the door.
You got a D4.
I mean, she's been using thaumaturgy all this time anyway,
Yeah.
so I think
Yeah,
it's
all right,
kind of
let
a
me-
given.
I get a D4.
Yep.
This may still work.
Wait, but you rolled a 10, right?
That's a
Didn't you roll a 10?
4.
Okay, roll the 10.
23.
Okay,
23.
and you
It's
managed
almost
to
like
get
you can't
the
roll
door
less than
unlocked?
10.
I don't like rolling ones. I mean,
Whoever's
Man,
holding
imagine
this
if
door,
that
go
worked
ahead
with
and
your
roll it.
crossbow.
Yeah, get those ones out now.
I need a strength check from somebody, whoever's holding the door.
Oh, yeah, I'll need to give that advantage.
Right.
So Riot thaumaturgy is open, and then tries to hold with Liberation's help. Okay, we have a... This is a 14?
14.
Yeah, 14.
14 is not going to do it. Do you have any more juice?
Yeah, I got a little more juice. That's why I haven't been using cutting words. I figured I might need them for skill checks.
Okay.
Okay, so that's now a 20.
And you managed to keep the door open. Now, you got a description of this room from Terran. Does anybody remember what's in this room?
Let me see if I can pull up my
Paladin.
thing. Center seal. Gateway to the heart. Energies that bind creatures to lock service bound in there in some way. Undo the seal. We can undo the whole keep. Obsidian dais carved in the shape of a 6-pointed star with a keyhole at each point.
I got bad news. That's not at all what you see in this room.
Super rude.
Dang, Taryn.
That's one off.
There's a large circular chamber dominated by a painfully blinding light pouring up from a large pit in the center of the room. Stretched across this pit, you see webs of thick, fibrous rope, lashed and twisted together, and they're secured to the marble floor around the pit at 5 points. At the spot where each point meets the floor of the room is a raised metallic basin, about the size of 2 cupped hands. That looks like it can hold a small quantity of liquid. And there are 3 golden doors off the edges of the room. There's no barrier or banister or anything around this radiant pit. And looking into this room, it's very difficult on the eyes. It's extraordinarily bright. So decide right now if you're in or out, because Riot and Liberation can't hold this door forever.
Alright. I want to look at one of these basins.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check. Intelligence Arcana.
Sure. Alright. Uh, 17.
Looking inside this metallic basin, at first it looks like kind of a rusty iron, like an iron that's just started to rust, little flecks. But you realize the little flecks of color you're seeing aren't rust at all. They're very tiny, almost pinhole-sized, or pin-sized holes throughout the sides and the bottom of this basin. And looking at it, the basin itself is just fitted into a small standing structure that goes down into the floor just in front of this blinding hole, and then the ropes are lashed around the base of it.
Well, no keyhole anywhere here.
No keyhole, but something definitely belongs in this basin.
Yeah. Well, let's keep an eye out for liquids and not.
What's the rest of you doing?
I guess.
Who wants to be the one to prick their finger on a door?
I'll do it.
Okay. Now you remember the name of this room, right?
Coming up to the door. This is the first time you've actually got a good close-up look at a golden door. No imagery on the doors. All of the actual carvings and engravings and things are just ornamental. And there's no knob or latch to speak of as well. You do see, at about chest level, there's a sharp thimble-like depression near the side at the center of one of the doors. It looks like you could press your thumb into.
Yeah, what was that, Nick? I'm sorry.
Oh, you remember the name of the door, right?
No, not off the top of my
It's
head.
hard-won prizes.
Hard-won prizes, that's right. And,
And as he does that, Nath is going to grab his arm before he touches the needle. Oh, shit.
oh shit, what?
If this door closes behind us, we don't know the name of the room we're in now. It's not...
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. It's called
Do we?
Celebration in Sunlight.
Oh, that's right, because it's on the silver door.
Right.
Yep. All right,
Look-
go for
I'm
it.
looking out for you. I'm looking out for you.
Snap on the shoulder, smiles. Pokes his hand and says, hard-won prizes, yo.
Okay. Reduce your hit point total by 1.
Yay!
As you prick your finger on this door.
That Hoyt.
Do we need to hold this one open as well?
Give me a second, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Okay. You don't need to hold it open, but it opens much the same way as the silver one did. It slides into the wall. But it doesn't spring back the way that the silver ones do, at least not right away.
Okay, I'm gonna go through it anyway, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just like going through doors.
Going through doors is pretty fun.
The Sigillian thing.
But
Coming into this room, it looks like a taxidermy den. The walls and the general decor are similar to what you've seen so far. Marble floors, celestial depictions in the walls. But around the perimeter of this room, you see a large amount of Tanari creatures, demons. Some that you fought before, like Nalfeshnes and Vrok. Lots of little closets. And at first, you all reach for your weapons, thinking you're about to get into a big fight. Like, maybe we should take our chance with the sunlight room. But after a moment, you realize that nothing in the room is moving. These are all just... they're essentially stuffed. In the center of the room, in this area here, is the piece de resistance, which is a Baylor. I'm not going to make the decision for you whether any of you have encountered a Baylor or not before. I'll leave that up to you. Baylor is essentially the biggest, baddest form of Tanari without getting into like demigod territory. Typically, if you see one of these things and survive, you are somehow scarred for life. These things are terrifying, and they are murderous, and they are depraved. But they do visit Sigil from time to time. And to kill one is no small feat. Flanking this door here are two Hezrau, which are basically like large frog monster Tanari. I don't remember if you guys have fought a Hezrau or not.
I mean, probably.
you like throwing that kind of shit at us.
And so
I gotta
far,
say,
the door
name of the
behind
room
you.
was hard-won prizes, and there's closets in this room, so...
You do see torches along the walls set behind some of these statues, but the light from them is drowned out by the radiance coming in from the door you've just passed through.
Yeah. Hey, Nath. Legend lore is not a ritual spell, is it?
No.
Okay, never mind. If it was, I would kind of be curious to know more about this Baylor. But I don't want to have you waste your energy on that.
Okay.
I want to look at these Hezrau. Are they stuffed or real?
Make a wisdom medicine check at disadvantage. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Here, just like, what's the hardest thing I can give Riot that isn't perception?
Well, I'm thinking Riot's probably not intimate with Tanari biology.
Yeah.
That would be more Kelian's thing.
Disadvantage, that turns into a 10.
Okay. There's no warmth coming off this creature. Its eyes look like they're made out of glass. They don't look like real eyes. I mean, you've seen creatures like this walk the street of Sigil. Lots of frog monsters come into Sigil now and again.
Okay.
But it's definitely not moving. It's not breathing. There's no warmth coming off of it.
All right, then I'll go up to the door and motion for everyone else to gather around.
Awesome. Roll initiative.
Everything but the frog monster wakes up.
All right. Riot.
Wow. There's
13.
13.
Yep.
It's like a straight middle finger just for you, baby.
And Kelian.
11.
Liberation.
12.
Just had to be one better than Kelian, didn't you?
Always.
Nath.
I will prove one day that
Nathax at 16.
And Mahogany.
8.
And Zook.
Zook is also on an 8.
Ha! That's what it sucks to start a name with a Z.
Riot, did you give any kind of warning or indication to your companions that you think this thing might be alive?
No, because I thought it was dead.
Oh, we're adventurers.
So the obvious thing happens.
Riot, you are not surprised by this Hezrau, but everybody else is, because you're the only one who examined it very closely before coming to the door. Which means you get to act if you want. But this thing is definitely moving for you now that you are starting to muck around this door.
I think my action is actually going to be to disengage and move.
Okay. Get the hell
Riot
away from
examined
it.
it closely and thought it wasn't alive. I feel like she should be the only one who is surprised that she was wrong.
Yeah, I kind of...
Well, it was supposed to surprise all of you, but then Nick is like, I have to go look at that thing closely. Liberation, Kelian, and Mahogany, and Zook are all surprised. I should probably give myself a Hezrau, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Might help.
No.
Never.
No.
Make him a rook.
That would be a Raven Demon.
I don't remember if you guys have fought one of these before. I'll leave it up
Frog?
to you guys. How familiar you are with this particular kind of demon. Because you have a lot of adventuring experience at this point. So I'll leave it up to you guys individually. So have you, or not?
I'm pretty sure I think we have. I'm pretty sure we have.
Do you remember when that might have been?
It's Tenari, right?
It's a Tenari, yeah. It would have had to have been in Gerzog's Tower.
We've been there, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think it was in Gerzog's Tower.
One of the things that tipped you off, Riot, that told you that this thing could not possibly be alive, is that a Hezrau gives off a particularly gruesome stench. Like a debilitating odor. Just standing next to one of these things, if it's alive, can poison you, essentially. And this thing didn't have any odor at all. And Liberation, that's exactly what you notice as well when this thing steps forward and starts biting you.
Standing next to you.
So, I've got a 10 to hit with a claw.
Not quite.
I got a 24 to hit with a claw.
That could do it.
And I have a 19 to hit with a bite.
That would also do it.
Okay, let's do the claw first. 13 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And the bite for 15 points of piercing damage.
That's going in the ward.
Put the bite in the ward.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
As the thing just kind of lumbers forward, slashes at you with its claws, and tries to get your face into its big frog mouth. Unlike a frog, its mouth is filled with these sharp, shark-like teeth. Like a frog with a shark's jaws, essentially. That is going to bring us to Nath.
Liberation's like, why is it always with the frogs?
Let's go ahead and have him make a DC, and I think this is higher now. Is that right? Yep, DC 18 Constitution save against Frostbite.
Against Frostbite.
Okay, make an intelligence... Oh, actually, what's your passive arcana?
21. Or, sorry, yeah, 21, actually.
Okay. I got a 15 on the save.
Mm-hmm. Do they roll damage here, or...?
Yeah, go ahead and roll some damage.
Resistant to frost.
For 8 cold damage.
For 8.
Oh, I've got another die now, actually, because went up in level.
Toss it out.
10.
10 points. That kind of passive arcana, you would know that Tenari are resistant to cold damage, but this thing seemed to take the full effect of the spell.
Yeah, I was expecting him to resist it. I just he now has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Well, I'm just telling you, it didn't resist the damage.
Okay.
Moving or staying put?
That's the end of Nath's turn.
Alright, it's going to bring us to Riot.
Okay. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this guy. He's got to make a dex save of 17.
I've only got a 12. Does that work for you?
That works very well for me. Less well for him, but that's going to be 15 radiant.
Okay. And are you moving or staying put?
I remember that these guys don't seem to be affected by standing next to him, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, in terms of that aura that I remembered about.
Oh, yeah, no. This thing's not giving off any kind of stench at all.
Okay, then I'm going to stay here.
Liberation.
I am going to disengage as a bonus action
Okay.
with a key point. So let me knock that key point off. And then I'm going to burn another key point to use the new thingy I got from Jade Bull, Fangs of the Thundering Serpent. So it increases my reach by 10 feet for the rest of my turn. And so I can just punch lightning at him.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
All right. And that is... it's 10 lightning damage.
10 lightning damage. Very well. Moving or staying put?
Staying put.
Okay, Kelian, you're up.
Do I get sneak attack damage because Mahogany is of the...
Yeah, he's standing within 5 feet of Mahogany.
Alright, just making sure. Like, in which case, I'm going to shoot him.
He's going to try to eat Mahogany next.
I wish it wouldn't.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you've been swallowed by a frog.
Yeah, but I did that willingly.
That is a 15.
15 will not hit. The bolt goes wide, shatters against the back wall.
Do I want to blow a lucky token?
Nah, don't bring that in right now. There's going to be worse to come, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. Sorry, Mahogany, you're going to have to eat this one.
So you're staying put there?
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah,
Do you make that noise as you move? Because that's a little inappropriate.
Sure.
Mahogany, you're up.
Inappropriate.
Alright, I'm going to change his mind on his plan. And I'm going to take out a jade circlet worth at least 1,500 gold pieces.
Okay.
And I am going to shape change into an adult gold dragon.
Now, as I recall, you didn't actually spend 1,500 gold pieces on that jade circlet.
It's worth at least.
I gave you a deep discount, did I not?
No, you made me pay more.
Well, but you don't actually know what it's worth. I mean, you didn't have.
I was very clear with the shopkeeper.
Oh, she told you it was worth 1,500. Turns out, no, you're fine.
$14.99. Damn.
Brick Road throws Nodal. Nodal throws Brick Road. It's great.
Okay,
So how big is a large an adult gold dragon?
It is huge, which means that I can squeeze into one of these squares.
Now, squeeze means you can move through that square. You can't actually stay squeezing. Like, if you turn into a dragon on this square, you'll be pushing Liberation back, and you're probably whacking Nath with your tail.
That's fine.
Is that your intention?
Yeah.
Dragons are actually huge, but they're kind of gangly. Like, a lot of their size is coiled up. So, yeah, Liberation can stand there just fine. So, what are you doing with the rest of your turn?
That's pretty much my thing.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's mostly what I got, yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, Zook. What is Zook's passive perception? Actually, no, don't answer that. Go ahead and take his turn. My bad, I misread my own notes.
Zook is going to... so he gets a clear shot at this guy. And now he's going to take a pot shot at this thing.
Okay.
He's got +12 to hit.
This thing's large, so it doesn't have cover from your medium-sized companions.
18.
18 will hit. Showing Kelian how it's done.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, what else?
It's going to be 9 damage there.
9?
Yep.
That's it?
Oh yeah.
No, he got sneak attack, bro.
Yeah.
I know. That's what. But making sure that he knows that.
Yeah.
Double check that stat block. Trying to help you out. I wouldn't get lippy with me about it.
I'm here to cover his ass. It's fine.
I don't want to hear what you do with McDohl's ass.
I do.
That's 42 damage altogether.
There, that sounds more like the Zook I know.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's staying put at the back wall there?
Yeah.
Okay. Mahogany.
Swallow me, asshole.
I have a 11,
No.
an 11,
No.
and an 18.
No.
No. And he tries to sink his teeth into you. Just doesn't get through.
Yeah, Mahogany nods.
tough scales.
That's right.
What is
And then,
Nath's
and
passive?
then Mahogany says,
Quiet.
Oh, sorry.
What is Nath's passive?
I believe it's 16. Let me double check. Yes.
Okay. Nath, as you're about to step forward and do whatever it is you're about to step forward and do, out of the corner of your eye in the room behind you, just the shadows on the ground just move for a second. You're pretty sure there's something in that room.
Is this door? This door is closed, right?
The silver door is, that snapped shut when you came through it. The gold door
Okay.
you're standing next to is still open, and the light's still
Okay.
pouring in from behind you.
Nath is simply going to move to here, and that worked last time, so he gets to make another, and it's actually 19. Not up to my sheet. Con save.
Con save?
Yep.
20.
Okay. So no effect.
And you're
That's the
staying...
end of Nath's turn.
Okay. Did I delete all my little mans?
You might have.
Oh,
you got one little man up here in the northwest.
Oh, that's good. 'Cause all I need is one, and I can make 500 more. There's like a button I can push to get all the little mans that I need. But I only need 2 for now. Nath.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 19,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a 6.
Let me double check something here. Is shield is +5, right?
Yeah, if you have your reaction, which you do.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and cast shield, and that'll miss.
So 2 of these little naked bastards come scuttling from God knows where in the room behind you. And they each lunge at you. And you dart out of the way.
Got company back here.
And that's going to bring us back to Riot.
Riot's gonna go ahead and
No,
cast Sacred Flame.
Yeah, that was Nath. Okay, Riot's turn.
Yeah, Sacred Flame on one of these slimy little guys. It's a deck save.
Okay. 10.
Alright, so he's probably getting radiantly vaporized.
And yeah, he pops. Which one did you destroy?
One of them.
Well, the one's
Let's say
closer to you.
Yeah, the one close to me, probably. 19 radiant.
Yeah, he's got 1 hit point. He bursts like a giant cockroach.
And Riot will go ahead and move close to the back of the room.
Okay, Liberation, you're up.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna close back in, take a couple swings with my staff.
Okay. Your staff.
Yeah. How about a 25 and a 25?
Both of those will hit. Believe
Blindish
it or not.
Teacher.
It's true. Zook gave it to me. Wow. Plus 4 on each of those. 26 damage.
26.
Yep.
Hey, you
And then,
give it some wax with your stick.
yep. And then I'm going to key point to dodge.
Key point dodge. It's going to bring us to Kelian.
Shoot it.
You seem pretty confident, my friend.
Always.
Yeah.
26.
26 will hit. Can you be the guy right here?
Probably.
Do you know how happy I'll be if you kill this thing before Nodal gets a chance to bite it with his dragon?
Oh, sweetie, this spell lasts for 1 hour.
51.
51. And it is in fact dead.
Nice shot, Kelian.
As you put your bolt into it, and the thing just kind of crumples to the ground and stops moving. That's gonna. Are you moving or staying put?
Staying put.
It's gonna bring us to Mahogany. You're up.
All right, first, I'm gonna need Method Man over here to make me a DC 21 Wisdom saving throw
For what?
for my frightful presence.
It's immune to fear.
What?
It's immune to fear.
Nothing is immune to fear when Mahogany's here.
I'm just letting you know so you don't waste the action.
I'm gonna get, I get that one for free. I'm gonna give it a nice bite. How about a 29?
That'll hit.
That'll kill.
Yeah. Let me roll some dice over here.
I bet it doesn't taste very good, though.
Nath just flattens himself against the wall.
Yeah, everyone better get out of the fucking way.
Past him.
25.
Mahogany.
Yeah.
Take
Ah!
6 points of acid damage. As
Oh,
this thing
it's terrible.
bursts inside of your mouth. It splashes all over your tongue and the top of your mouth and your teeth. And you see 2 more scuttling very quickly in your direction from back here.
All right. From right there?
Well, I mean, you had to put your head through the doorway to bite that
Yeah.
one.
I'll head over there, and I'll claw each of them.
Okay.
By the way, for those at home, you might be thinking, Mahogany, you didn't roll your Constitution saving throw. That's because I can't fail at that level. That would be
Oh,
a crit and a 29.
Okay. So you blow both of them up. Mahogany. 10 points from the first one.
Yeah.
9 points from the second one. As they burst into little acid explosions.
And Mahogany yells out, motherfucker! Wait, I can talk!
You ever
Moving
get
or
the
staying
feeling-
put?
And he heads back into the room.
Let's close the door, huh?
Do you have enough movement to get all that far?
Yeah, I got 40 feet of movement. I can do it. Not all the way over here. I could get, here.
Okay.
Mahagony's butt is sticking out the
Brings
back
us
up.
to Zook's turn.
Yeah, Zook is gonna run over there and pull the door shut.
Pull the door shut.
Yeah.
Okay. And you hear the mechanism close as the door shuts behind you. Or I guess in front of you at this point. You're on this side of the door. Alright, what's next?
Well, that was
let's have-
exciting.
Yeah.
Seems more like some sort of animated corpse rather than an actual demon.
Mahogany, can you fit your finger in there?
Mahogany says, I don't know. Do you notice something different about me? Any of you? Come on.
I'm very impressed. That's a very impressive transmutation.
Thank you.
Zook says he's killed bigger.
And Mahogany says, "Here, let me see if I can get my finger in there." And then he uses the dragon chain shape ability to turn back into Mahogany. Yeah, I can fit.
Okay.
What?
Why did you end it that quick?
Oh, I didn't. You see, dragons can change shape into a humanoid, and then Mahogany snaps his finger, and suddenly Zook's standing there.
But no, you can also do that though.
Right.
So what am I looking at here?
You're looking at Mahogany, who is a dragon, who is Zook, who is Mahogany.
Sorry, I asked. Just open the
Yeah.
door, please. Do you remember the name? Don't guess the name, please. I know it. We all know it.
And the Mahogany looks down. What door?
A shell of what once was.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
imagine
I'll-
a true seeing right now would be something of a strobe effect.
You just hear. Yeah, Mahogany pricks himself on the door.
Okay, reduce your maximum HP by 1.
Yeah, you got. Well, wait. I actually have
Reduce
to
your
ask a question.
maximum HP by 1.
Well, I have to ask a question.
Doesn't matter which form you're in.
Is it? Yeah, that's the question. Is it Mahogany's max HP or the dragon's
Yes.
max HP?
It's
yours.
your max HP.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what form you're in. Comes off
Fantastic.
your max HP.
Thank you.
And you say,
A shell of what once was.
the name of the room is actually A Shell of What Once Was, not A Shell of What Once Was. So,
Damn.
No, the door opens up,
See-
and behind it is... We'll find out in 15 minutes, because we're going to take a break.